simulation is real, guys. At this point in time, Mr. Pool needs to be put in the Hall of Fame. And I'm not even kidding. By the way, the storm has just begun as well. Round 2. Is it happening? Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP's around $2.48. I do believe more downside, guys, before the storm is truly said and over with. But in today's video, if you don't believe in the Redditors, then this will make you believe. Okay? It's very simple, very easy, and very beautiful. Why? Let us begin. This is actually, to be fair, mind-boggling if you ask me. Now, guys, we're starting from part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting from Esoteric King. BlackRock. Mr. Pool once upon a time tweeted about BlackRock, right? Their HQ or building, guys, on 10/14. Okay, 10/14. The timestamp comes out to today's date, 10/14, October 14th. But this is where it gets really odd. Okay, BlackRock was on live television today on CNBC, folks. Wait, what? BlackRock has been activated today, right? And he's very happy that Aladdin is working very smoothly. Don't be fooled here. From Eleanor, the thing that stood out to me the most from Larry Fink's interview this morning was when he said the next wave of opportunity for BlackRock is moving away from traditional financial assets and making them digital. Oh, you don't say, right? So not to mention, Mr. Pool tweeted on this day, right, the timestamp, BlackRock will be activated, and they were today, right? When was the last time he was on CNBC or one of these news networks? Probably a while ago, right? And he comes back on the day that Mr. Pool tweets out, they must. Well, who gave them the script, guys, right? We're living in a simulation at this point in time. Then, not to mention, on TV, he says, wait, we need to move away from traditional financial assets, right? And convert them and turn them into more digitized assets, right? It all needs to be running on code or zeros and ones. You guys realize, right? This is what you call the transitioning of systems. I'm not kidding. BlackRock got the highest confirmation, the highest order today. So we look at that as the next wave of opportunity for BlackRock over the next tens of years as we start moving away from traditional financial assets by repotting them in a digital manner and having people stay in that digital ecosystem, end quote. Wow, repotting. Doesn't that remind you of BG123, right? With the sunflower, right? And the plants. Now, that's fascinating. People have mentioned he does look like BG123 as well, right? His teeth, shall we say. Now, here's the actual video, guys. We are at the beginning of the tokenization of all assets, right? We told you everything will be tokenized no matter what, guys. That's the new financial system, but it needs to be ran through a certain blockchain, right? Who will take the big slice of the pie? My opinion, it's XRP Ledger.
What do you mean by digital?
I do believe we're just at the beginning of the tokenization of all assets, from real estate to equities to bonds across the board.
So we're at that point, guys, right? It's like we're at the precipice here. Almost there, right, to transition systems. That's where XRP will reign supreme. Not here, right? How can XRP work at a place when it's old and clunky, when it was designed to be working at a place more efficient?
It's very loud here. It's very loud, but it's good. Capital's at work. I really like that. I love capital at work. Yeah. There's $4.1 trillion of money in city globally in digital wallets. A lot of that money is outside the United States. If we could tokenize a ETF, digitize that ETF, we could have investors who are just beginning to, invest in markets through, let's say, crypto. They're investing in it, but now we could get them into the more traditional long-term retirement products. So we look at that as the next wave of opportunity for BlackRock over the next tens of years as we start focusing, moving away from traditional financial assets by repotting them in a digital manner, and then having people stay in that digital ecosystem. They can have their cash, and we have the largest cash money market fund that's tokenized called BINL. Our Bitcoin IBIT is now over $100 billion.
I know from nothing not that long ago, around 2 years ago.
Seems to me that they're bullish on what's it called, guys? Cryptocurrencies, right? With their ETFs for Bitcoin and all that stuff, guys. But wait a second. Well, if that's the case, why are they selling a bunch of Bitcoin recently. They just dumped 8,670 Bitcoin worth over $1 billion, right? I would be too, not even kidding, and wait for the next wave, which is XRP.
Zero.
Yeah, I know. Well, you are always a huge proponent of crypto, as we know.
Yep.
Love it.
But I grow and learn. I heard you say that on 60 Minutes. I did. Yeah. Jim.
So that's actually mind-boggling that he was activated today, guys, right, on live television, when Mr. Poole talked about BlackRock. So that's strange. I don't know. It's just mind-boggling, right? Always remember though, it was XRP. It was not Bitcoin, because everything about XRP was designed intentionally, even Ripple's logo, right? The reason why I think this was the case, guys, and it's with everything, Coca-Cola, Apple, right? Any company out there, guys, even BlackRock in itself, BlackRock, right? Like if you think about the names that they choose, right, or the logos that they design, it's so specific. Why did they choose the name BlackRock? It's a rock that's black, but not really. It probably goes much deeper than we all imagine it to be, right? So here comes Ripple with their golden ratio. Inspired by the golden ratio, the Ripple logo mark shares the same geometric proportions that have fascinated mathematicians for over 2,400 years. Many famous 20th century artists also modeled their works after the golden ratio. Simple as 1, 2, 3, right? There's a reason why I'm thinking it's energetically, right? So it's very fascinating, guys. It was never Bitcoin, right? It's the fool's gold, which is orange, the color orange. We're at the end. Why? Quote from Ray Dalio: "I'm worried about something worse than a recession. We have something that is much more profound. We have a breaking down of the monetary order." End quote. It's called Event X. Unknown X. You guys realize this or no? Please like today's video, share, because we're going to be stepping ahead of everyone else here. Event X will be the transition from the old to the new, guys. There needs to be an event to do this, right? To change monetary orders. The old guard, from the old to the new guard, right? It's something worse. It's going to be something worse than a recession. I told you. There's something called the crash, a recession, depression, and then beneath them all comes about Event X. Never experienced before, right? People mention it's the Great Depression 2.0. No, guys, it's something even worse. Always remember. Now, Ray Dalio stated this, okay? That, it's going to be a change of guards here. Ray Dalio, once upon a time, outlined this as well, right? And how the systems would change, guys, and the steps to that. Right, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the rise, the top, and the decline. Right, the decline is probably where we're at, most definitely. Right, bad financial conditions is number 5, and intense conflicts. Right, number 6 is civil wars and revolutions. So where could we be? Maybe around this region here, right? 5, 6. So, and then we'll be at 6, 7. Right, the new world. So, I don't know, guys. I mean, it's clearly stated in plain sight that the collapse will occur. Simple as 1, 2, 3. That's how the systems will change. Event X is on the horizon. You guys ready? I hope you are. Well, all this comes out, by the way. Today is 5/9, October 14th, 2025. 14 is what? 1 plus 4 is 5. October, oct equal 8, and then or octo, and then 2025 is 9. 5/9, right there. Beautiful, right? It's a hidden type of 5/9. Now, here's another Poole proof, guys. This is how you know we live in a simulation, because for Mr. Poole on 10/13 tweeted about the IMF, International Monetary Fund, right? A change of monetary order, guys. That's odd, huh? Monetary order, monetary fund. Interesting. They just got activated as well today, right? A day plus from Mr. Poole's tweet. Here comes Christine Lagarde, the wise owl. Listen to when she speaks. But she too wants you out. Never forget, with all her clout.
A good day to everybody. As you can tell, I'm here in Washington, and the IMF World Bank annual meeting are starting now. I just did a CNBC interview to set out the themes and the key points that I think we will be discussing in the coming days. But I'll be very proud to represent our European Central Bank and the policies that we have implemented and developed. I will be also very keen to talk to colleagues to make sure that cooperation prevails rather than antagonism.
Rather than antagonism. That's crazy. But look, when we talk about, there's a meeting here, right, with the IMF and the World Bank. Remember, the World Bank is who? Exactly. Never forget, guys, we're cracking codes like never before. Central bank digital currencies for cross-border payments. Okay, this comes from the World Bank Group. The World Bank themselves are stating what? Simple as 1, 2, 3. Now we search in, type XRP right here, and we go all the way down. Look at what they say. Remember, Christine Lagarde meeting with the World Bank. You know what's once upon a time what the World Bank stated? Right? Documented? Stablecoins for cross-border payments. Stablecoins refers to a class of digital currencies that are relatively stable in terms of their price. Stablecoins offer instantaneous processing and security of payments as many cryptocurrencies do. They also offer stability with respect to their parity against fiat currencies. Two digital currencies that fall into this category are Ripple's native digital currency, XRP, and Stellar XLM. What? You know, this kind of made sense when XRP was consolidating for 7 years, but now it's become very volatile. So maybe they changed their mind, right? That XRP isn't a stable coin here, right? But this was from a long time ago, guys, right? Even when there's volatility, I was mentioning the 7 years, right, where it was just going up like that. But throughout this whole point, there was volatility, right? So they mentioned XRP is in the category of a stablecoin, but that doesn't make sense because it's volatile, right? A stablecoin is supposed to be as stable as possible, right? So this is why I'm thinking XRP, when they flip the switch, it will go to thousands of dollars, maybe 4 or 5 digits, right? Maybe probably 4 digits starting, and then XRP will become like this, like a stable coin, guys, right? It will become very stable. Why? Because the liquidity is so large, you can't even move the price. Even if you bought $10 million, even $1 billion worth of XRP, you can't move the price at all, right? Because the liquidity is so large, right? And if the liquidity is so large, then it's efficient to work, because then banks will use it. It's simple as 1, 2, 3, and we know, right? It could be referring to the how fast XRP is, right? It settles in seconds as well. But again, that's the game plan. Then maybe if they need more for XRP to work more efficiently, they'll flip the switch again from 4 to 5 digits later on, right? Starting price, I think, is 4 digits in my opinion. Here comes from the IMF. Accept reality, fiat money is moving digital. I told you guys, they know, and we do too.
But generally, you tell them to embrace it?
I'm telling countries, accept reality. Fiat money is moving digital. The developments in crypto.
Fiat money is moving digital. I told you guys. We told you. It's documented. It's stated right there. We know the game plan exactly. Hold your XRP. You must hold it.
In crypto, both unbacked and backed, they're happening with exponential speed. So yeah, you can try to lock your country away from this. Good luck with it. So yes, I'm telling my members, understand it and then decide for yourself how we are going to operate in this world. But do not close your eyes to reality.
But
because if you close your eyes to reality, you're going to get Ouroboros. You're going to get eaten alive. I'm not even kidding. Here's the IMF background today, right? Or the meetings over here, guys, and all these things that were taking place. Okay, reminds me of Mr. Poole, indeed, right? Fantastic. Now there's just so much confirmations here. I don't get it. President Trump and China to meet in South Korea for trade talks. South Korea right there. China and America. Interesting. Here's another confirmation. Trump got a booster right there. Okay. His heart is of a man 14 years younger than Trump's actual age, which is 79. 14. So it begins. Look at this. On this day, all blood. Right, what's happening with the market? Smile means dump as well, right? It's a bad thing. Let the show begin. All 14s, right? 114s. Look at that. Confirm the loss as well as deemed compromised. The fountain for today's video. Wow, Mr. Poole is truly a legend. Not funny device. We're almost there. What is this? See ya.